Hello again, this is Trace Majestus. In the path of apparent heavy weather, according to the National Weather Service. So we'll hope this heavy stuff bypasses us and we get a full stream in tonight. Oh, good, they fixed cartography. Cartography. Easy for me to say. That's good to know. It could be. I could disappear at a moment's notice tonight because, if it takes the power out, I'll just suddenly be gone. Um, oh boy. Well, hello everyone. Let's see. We got Captain Lynn and A4. Awesome. And we're in a carrier, so we need to plot the next jump. Let's see. So, navigation. All right. All right. I'm going to turn. How do I deal with this? I definitely want the grid. Nav markers, previous jumps, friend markers, wing markers, mission markers. I don't care about community controls. Bookmark, squadron, starter, fleet, nebular. Okay, that's not what I want to turn off. I want to turn those blue lines off. Okay, let's turn the trade routes off. How do... Grid. No, I want the grid. Oh, come on. I know there's a way to do this, because I've done it before. Civilization, cover the star class carriers. I know I can turn off the lines because I did it on Distant Worlds. Because it gets really annoying when you get in towards the core because you can't see anything because of all those stupid things. Anyway, alright, well, I'll try and figure it out later. Alright, I'm 100, 200. So I'm currently at... So that's 100. Alright, so I want to go... What is that marker? That's Colonia. That may be the Aha. All right. Okay. Okay, so I want to go literally directly that way. Okay, now we're lined up. Why can't I see any stars now? Thank you. So what's this one? .63. Okay. There it is. Are we? Oh, so we are. We're burning? Hey, you guys are on the surface. Cool. Is it blue? Oh, yeah. This is the. It will all depend what light we're in on this paint job. It changes in all sorts of different light conditions. Yeah, just gonna pull back a little bit. Let's see, what's it? F2. There it is. Wish you could make the HUD disappear. I'm sure you can, I just don't know how. Yeah, I love this skin.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Oops, I hear thunder. Oh, actually, that's not so bad to transfer. If it had a slight improvement to the UI, it actually wouldn't be bad at all.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Attention, this carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
All right, tritium is full. Didn't take me that many transfers. That was cool. All right, I need to shut a couple of my windows just in case it gets windy. I don't want them to get ripped off. There, now I've only got one window open. It's not the one that can get ripped off. I'm actually in reasonably good shape. So that proves that basically I was at a little over 10 billion. Yeah.
Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
What's that? Is that the stock white paint job over there? I don't recognize this one either. This is a slightly different paint job. Oh, I didn't set any tax. So no, I wouldn't have gotten any. Hold on. Let me do that, and we'll test that the next time. I left the tax off because we were loading the carrier and doing it with purchases. So I didn't want to deal with any taxing. So what I will do is I will move that up to 10%. Hello. Oops. Doesn't let me move. There we go. Okay, so now I have a 10% tariff, and I'll keep 10% of it. Yeah, I just didn't get to that because yeah, I had just over 10, which was just about right. Of course, it would be, nice to have more than that as a buffer, but 10 worked. Not quite unlimited. It's got the same limit as an individual space station, which I believe is 24 ships and 48 blah, 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 modules. If I remember the stream that I saw that on correctly. Oops, I have to close the other window. It's really starting to come down. Yeah, there's a max number of ships per station, and there's also a maximum number of ships you can own. Then there's a maximum number of modules per station. I don't know if there's a total max number of modules. No, you can transfer to this. All it requires is shipyard, and we've got that.
Attention. Carrier has entered pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
Well, they probably made it no time to transfer for testing on the beta. Oh, nice. says I'm already in a wing. Or you're already in a wing. Ah, okay. You have to invite me. Really? It didn't show. Oh, there's wing invitation received. Now where is... Ah, there it is.
Maintenance task confirmation is acknowledged.
There we go. I was like, you sent something to me? I'm looking all through and can't find it.
Attention all ships. Hyperspace travel is imminent. Please maintain a safe distance from the carrier.
I would love to be able to have an external window in this.
It would be nice. It would be nice. Or a lounge where we could sit there and drink coffee and watch the stars go by.
Yeah, you know, space legs. That would be cool. Especially if I could, you know, get out of my ship and walk up to the, you know, the command area and go to like a computer there and do management from that. That would just be epic.
A4 says he has an external view.
I'm not sure how he does that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
From the carrier overview screen.
Right, but that disappears. That disappears as soon as you go into lockdown. They turn that off. Yeah. Yeah, I tried that last night. Forget if it's like in phase either 4 or 5, it pulls you in. It says, nope, you can't see anymore. Topside, see where we're at.
It's unexplored if you want to get out there and get one on your belt.
What's this?
Unexplored.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it was for real, I would consider jumping out at every stop, and we could spread out across and get all 3 of our names on it. All the way out there. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Now, let me take a quick pan around here. Where the heck is the star? Ah, behind us. Okay. Cool. Alright, so the next piece of business is to plan the next jump. Alright, that's back there. That's where I want to be going. Alright. $285. Oop, that That's 600. 419. 458. That's too far. What's this one? 517. Not that one. 481. 504. 504. 499.23. And we have the next one plotted. And I can transfer tritium. So long as you just keep up with it, it seems to be reasonable. Even with just 64 available.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Zero. Because I'm the owner.
Dropping engines to 0.
So I'm basically doing a transfer as owner, a direct transfer rather than a purchase.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Hello?
Yes.
It's not transferring. Transfer, transfer, transfer. Do I...
Well, that's not going to be good.
Oh, I see it transfer. Oh, did it lose some in transfer?
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
It just got confused.
Try lowering it down to like, there you go.
Uh-oh, now it's not transferring. Okay, let's see if this is getting... I don't want to do this too many times if it's not working. So we've got... 18,687. I confirm the
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
says cargo hold at maximum capacity. Oh, it didn't transfer it out properly. Oh, that's interesting. Something got glitched. Seemed to be glitched. right, I'll relog. You may need to invite me back to to the wing. It's interesting, it's not allowing me to transfer. Interesting. Let me go back inside. Maybe it'll allow me to transfer inside. So still have 18,687.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
It transfers. It says I have 63 instead of 64. Okay. But it says I don't have any. No, it's completely botched. The inventory is now empty. 1868. Okay, so I still have it. It's still in.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
We seem to be glitched. I may have to. Hey, now I've got more tritium. Seriously? Oh, this is funny.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Oh, that's funny. All right, well. Well, that worked. Okay. So now I can pull another 12. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem to like doing it with the max cargo. All right, we're full up. Pinky pink. Ah, ringing an invitation received. Okay. There we go. All right, well, I need to make a note of that. There's at least 2 bugs there.
It's been a long swim back to the bubble.
Yeah, and I forgot to write down... Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
That was the second jump tonight, right? No, that was the first jump tonight. Okay, great. Good thing I didn't miss it. Let's see, so that's carrier jump 4 is what that one should be called. And blue... Thua. Edit. I almost screwed that up. Hey, wait a minute. Where's my, point we're jumping? Did I not set the jump correctly? Carrier services. Carrier management. Navigation. I didn't set the jump correctly somehow. Oh, come on.
Wow, A4, go in your Universal Car Graphics. I think we could sell 2,347 credits worth of stuff, and we didn't even leave the ship.
What?
Yeah, I'm in Universal Cardiographics, and it shows us in the system, and it says I can sell 2,347 credits worth of it.
Okay. $519.
Can you, A4?
494. 495. 491. 495. 502.
Yeah, getting free money.
Hey, we always like free money. How about that one? 495, 504. How about that one? No. How about that one? Okay, I guess that's the best one we can do.
I bet that is a glitch they'll get onto to fix real quick.
Yeah. And so's the infinite tritium glitch I just discovered.
What?
I just found out how to magically add more more commodities into the market.
Oh, good.
So here I'm sitting with 1874 and transfer 64 to my ship. Confirm that.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Transfer all the no, no. 18711. $18,712. I'm gaining one back each time. Let's try it with a lesser amount. 62. Confirm. Now each time I gain one back. And one extra back.
That'd take a lot of jumps to get a full tank, though.
Well, no, I'm just cycling on this screen. And every time I do the cycle, I gain one. So I take 20 off, transfer all, and now I'm at 714. Take some off, confirm, transfer all. Oop, nope, I'm still at 714 that time. Confirm. No, it straightened itself out. I'm up to 714. Alright. Let me see if I go all the way to 64. Confirm.
Cargo hold at maximum
Transfer.
capacity.
Ooh, no, that time I lost one. Okay, math doesn't work. And now I'm back to 714. That's weird. And now it's fixed. Weird. Somewhere there's something that's a little wonky there. I guess I'll have to test it more to figure out what's wrong. Oh, that's hilarious. That is so hilarious. Well, yeah, we visited... We technically all visited the system. And so now if we do that... System map. Oh my god! That's
Even though you don't get out of
hilarious!
the carrier.
I went and sold it, and all three of us are listed on the primary. We discovered the star, not the rest of the system.
Right.
Which would be right.
So we're on the star.
We're all in the star. That's the only thing we get is the star. Which makes sense.
That's pretty cool.
That is
Probably
cool.
both of them, right? The orange one and the red one?
No, the red one is unexplored.
Okay.
The primary is got all three of us on it as first discovery.
It does. All right. Way to go, crew. We didn't even leave our seats.
That's cool. Lazy man's exploration. Hey, is this not jumping? Where's my jump? Why is it doesn't say jumping? Oh,
Mine
jump.
says 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yep. Okay.
87 seconds.
Hyperspace jump.
Yep.
Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure.
Okay. I wonder if the thunderstorm's gone completely by. We've got a tornado, either forget if it's a watch or a warning out till 10 o'clock, so.
Not that I know much about your territory up there, but isn't that kind of strange for you guys to get tornadoes?
Less strange recently than in the past.
Okay.
You never see anything more, the last time we had anything beyond a category 2 was in 1945 or something like that, which was known as the Great Worcester Tornado, which my dad actually saw because it was on the ground a long time. And my dad saw it come across the reservoir in his hometown.
Well, I hate to say it, but where I live, those are...
Relatively common.
Oh, yeah. It's like you drive to town, you see a tornado. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. I haven't seen a tornado, but I've seen more than one microburst, which is kind of the inverse of a tornado.
Well, I've been close to one. The one that took out Joplin, Missouri back in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
I was 5 blocks on the outer edge of it. Got
Oh,
the
wow.
wind from it.
Well, I was,
Attention. Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
I've got a couple of microburst or downburst, however you want to call them, stories. One of them, I was driving home one evening from work in the middle of the summer, and I saw one. I didn't think too much about it until it came up close to where I was, and I ended up driving up underneath the awning in a strip mall because of the golf ball-sized hail this thing was throwing around.
I think I messed up.
No, don't take off now. You're going to miss the jump. Where you going, Lynn?
I told you I messed up. Hang on.
Oh, shit. How long do we have to jump?
We're okay. We're okay.
Okay.
Let me land again.
You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to land.
Well, I see that Q hasn't been brought down under deck, so hopefully.
Yeah, you made it with, let's see, 38 seconds to spare.
Can you say holy shit? Oh, my heart is beating so fast.
Oh, excuse me. Hey, Supreme. Good to see you. Supermax, actually. So basically, it has. I'm basically refueling every jump out of the inventory we put in the ship. The carrier has a capacity of 1,000 tons of fuel. And on 500 light years of jump, it's expending 265 tons. So not quite 4 jumps before you absolutely have to refuel if you're going max distance. It's, of course, less than that if you're going a shorter distance.
Are you guys going to stay up there on the deck or what?
Oh, it'll pull us in just a little bit.
I cannot believe I did that.
That would have been really bad if you did that closer to the thing and just watched us go bye-bye.
Oh my God, I got tears in my eyes. I was like, oh my God. And then I got auto dock, and I'm like, oh my God. And so I was throttling it up, pushing it towards that ship. Either I was going to land on it or it's going to blow me up. One of the two.
Oh, man. Well, actually, you could have suicided and you would have ended up back on the ship.
Yeah, $24 million cheaper. What we do understand, though, is if you got 1 minute 38 seconds and you screw up, you can get back if you hurry.
Yeah, it hasn't quite closed it down yet, so it wasn't the 5-minute mark. I thought it was 5 minutes. Maybe it's... how much time we got to jump now? Give me, there, go.
I'm not touching any buttons after we done get jumped.
Carrier service has been suspended at the 3-minute mark. Okay.
Attention. Carrier has entered pre-flight lockdown. All services
There it is.
suspended.
So you want to be on it by the 3-minute mark, not the 5. Okay. So you had two more minutes than I thought.
The minute 38 was close enough, thank you.
And what don't you see out here anywhere around the carrier? NPCs.
Not yet, anyways. You know, with all these carriers jumping out here, you know that sooner or later they're going to follow.
Yeah, they may, yeah. And actually, the right now I'm aiming for Explorers Anchorage, which is 1 jump from Sagittarius A and contains a starport. hopefully we can buy tritium there.
Oh, and then jump the rest of the way on out there.
Yep.
Well, we can as long as we can figure something out about somehow or another. Yeah, I guess we figured it out that I would buy it at the starport, bring it and sell it for the same price, and that way I got my money back and that'd be even. I just sit there and fill up the carrier. Yeah, that's what we thought, wasn't it?
Right, and I've got enough cash to buy another hold full. So.
Okay. Well, I don't. I'm gonna have to bust down when we go back to the real game, and I guess go LTD mining if I'm gonna help you fill up your carrier on the real game.
Well, in the real game, I'll also have far more money, so I can just do that same trick.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't mind helping you. I don't know what you plan on doing exactly out there. You said something about go out there and then come back. And so, I may just fill you up. Help fill you up. Jump out about 8,000 light years, and then I'll cruise back collecting the cartographics, and then finish engineering out my ships and stuff.
I'm planning on leaving the carrier out there.
Yeah, but I want to beef up some of my ships before I go that far. That's the only one I got would be the Diamondback, and it's not really for mining.
Well, I'm hoping to find that I can buy tritium at this station out here.
Oh, and that way you wouldn't have to. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yep. Of course, the other option is heading by way of Colonia, because I know there's a few places out there that I can buy it. It's a longer route, but
So are you going to stay out there in mine, or are you coming back to the bubble?
I'm going to set this thing up just out there as a resource for explorers and come home. I'm going to advertise it on the various forums, what its location is.
Oh, okay.
And, anyone who wants can use it. It'll have a small 10% tariff. I figure, with a 10% tariff, if people are dumping their cartographics data out there, then I'm going to make a ton of money. Well, certainly enough to cover the carrier cost. Alrighty. Now, let me... I'm forgetting to do my spreadsheet and everything else.
Here looks like there may be one or two planets between us and the sun star.
Oh, that'd be nice. Let's see what we got here. Go to the free camera. Where's the star?
The reason why I'm saying that, if you look on the system map, your ship is parked way out there away from the star, not up against it like we was at the last one.
Oh, that may
so
have...
I'm thinking there's got to be some planets between us and the sun.
Right. Oh, either that or... I can't even find the star. Is it down... Oh, is it directly opposite? Oh, I see. It's directly down below the ship. Ah. Ooh, we are a little ways from this one. Interesting.
I got 8,499 credits. A4?
Nice. All right. So let me check something here. So if I go into carrier services, carrier management, navigation, open galaxy map. Bookmarks. See if I missed one. That's 495. That's nope, I didn't miss one. Okay, great. 5. 5 is where we're at. I actually got to put these in the spreadsheet. All right. So jump 4.
If I want to bring my diamond back out here, transfer it out here, it's $2,295 and 600 or 2,295 credits, and it takes 7 hours and 9 minutes.
And it gets more as we go. Blue PHUA EJ-G B24-6. And the next one, which is the one we're at now, gotta write these down because I won't get them back. BLU PHUA AC 0
Dropping engines to 0.
B47-0. Okay, so now yeah, it gets more expensive as we go. All right. Oop. No, that's going the wrong way. That was 520. How about this one? That's 491. 496. 497. 3. Looks like 497 is going to be my best bet. Bookmark that. Is that carrier jump 6? Edit. Save. And then I get to write that in the spreadsheet. SMOJAIUPGB105. Save the spreadsheet just in case. And I forgot to jump. At least I bookmarked it. There we go. And we're now getting ready to jump. Oh, are you still in? Are you inside, Lynn?
I haven't touched or moved nothing. Yeah, I'm still inside.
Let's see. I want to go. So I got the tritium depot. I need to put 260 in there.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yeah, A4, but I didn't think about bringing my Diamondback with me. I guess I should have. It's easier to explore different systems. You know, I don't think too much about it. The 24 million insurance policy on this cutter kind of makes me go,
Things that make you go, Yep.
Oh, Cap, I'm the type of space cadet that if anything could go wrong or whatever, it usually happens to me.
Ah, Murphy is your friend, huh?
Cargo hold.
Yeah,
at
it's like
maximum
everybody
capacity.
says, oh, you won't encounter no Thargoids if you land on the planet there, Dawes Hope, and collect those materials. Well, the first time I went, no Thargoids. Second time I went with my friend Joe, and we were there picking up the materials, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this Thargoid shows up, starts blasting everything.
Oh, shit. I've never seen anything at Dav's Hope other than what you expect.
Well,
Cargo
it was
hold
a fluke
at
thing
maximum
because
capacity.
I've been to Dobbs Hope probably 10 or 15 times since then,
I've
and
never
I
seen
haven't seen it. And I don't know if it took so many ships going in there before it triggered it,
Oh,
or
that certainly could
what
be.
the deal was.
At least it's easy to transfer the fuel, even with a limited cargo hold.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
It's roughly using the same amount every time we're jumping the 500, isn't it?
Pretty much, yep. It's what is it? About 265 every time we jump, because I'm jumping close to 500 light years every time.
Right.
Yeah, 16 minutes is a decent jump window. I don't mind the 16 minutes. You know, logically, it makes sense. You know, it takes spool down time. I mean, even on the smaller ships, you've got to, you know, there's a cooldown before you can jump again. So it makes sense that you have a cooldown on a big ship like this. You know, you cool it down and then you can spool it up again. That makes perfect sense. I've got no problem with that. So, some people do, but I don't understand why it makes
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And we're back to full tritium. You know, I should have the analytics tab up. There we go. Hey, well, quite the active stream tonight. That's cool. Good to see everybody here. Glad to have everyone along for the ride.
They're probably waiting for me to screw up again and watch the ship disappear.
While Captain Proton's trying to egg you on.
I know it, yeah.
Alright, I think the thunderstorm has stopped, so I'm going to open the window again because it's a little warm in here.
Attention, this carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure. Carrier jump successful.
Well, it's
Telemetry checks in
not
progress.
thundering, but it's still raining, so I opened the top part of the window. Let some of the heat out of here. Got very warm here today. Well, warm for New England in May anyway. You'd probably think it was downright cool.
Probably. It didn't get too warm here, though. It got about maybe 70, but it rained, too. It rained all day.
It was 80 here today. God, warmer in New England than in Arizona, than in Oklahoma. How does that happen?
But right now, it's 64.
I can't see what it is right now because the thermometer's the other side of the house. Relatively warm in my office, though.
Yeah, I can see. Trish has a checklist. Fuel check, cargo check, Lynn on board check.
Well, there is a checklist you could turn on. You know, there is a pre-flight checklist you could turn on, and if you turn it on, it won't let you launch it unless you fill it out.
Good Lord. Okay.
If you want that kind of hyper-realism, the game will support you. Have to do your pre-flight.
Attention. Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
Now, I spoke this is the last chance I have to free camera here. I guess I want to be careful of the star types and not jump into a neutron star.
Well, we did jump. You did jump your carrier. In that one system, it had it right there at the entrance, and I guess we did okay.
Well, yeah, that's because I know I have that system mapped, and I jumped directly to this planet.
Holy moly. Okay.
So I didn't jump to the neutron star. This, I have no idea what's in these systems. I can tell the star type.
Oh, I just added a layer of mystery.
And the only thing I've been paying attention to so far is the distance. But I suppose I should kind of be careful. Then
Well, I
again,
guess you'll find out if they're indestructible or not.
well, I'm worried about us getting fried on deck.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if the cone whips around and we're right in the middle of the cone, that would suck. Talk about rebuy. Every time you rebuy, you die again.
Yeah, and A4 has all his ships on board.
Fry 'em all! Or maybe I should jump to a neutron just to see what happens. After all, it's the beta. There's no real negative consequences.
I was gonna say it's better to do it on their dime than your real dime.
Yep. Well, that's interesting. You can tell. I can tell which ones are occupied. That's cool.
How?
Using the free camera. The one you're in is lit up with white lights. So's the one that A4 is in. And mine, of course, has the landing light thing going on because I'm sitting on it.
Oh, okay. Well, I know at one time I was behind you, but that was before the incident of falling off the carrier.
I also don't know that it keeps us in the same spots when it goes from system to system. It may not. We may move around a little bit.
We'll have to check that next time we pop out. Have you jump up there and see if we're in the same spots or not.
Yeah. So I'm in 1, A4 is in 7, and you're in 2.
See, I still think that's bad because there's no way that you could click on a button to see who is loaded on your ship. You know, I just think that you should be able to see who's going to be jumping with you.
Yep, that would be nice. God, this thing looks like Battlestar Galactica. Or no, not that. The ship from Space 1999. That's funny. It does look like a ship from Space 1999 a little bit. Not completely.
Attention. Carrier has entered pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
Oh, that's funny. Well, now I know what it does when you have the external camera on and it sucks you in.
Landing has retracted. Hangar base secured.
I'll have to find the controls for this view. Let's see. Options, controls. Camera swipe. I'm not sure where this camera is, though. Whoops. It would be nasty if Thargoids could interdict a carrier.
Lord. We didn't get credit for that sun. We're too far out. Or that star.
Oh, yeah? Well, no, I haven't sold the data yet.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So if I got a Universal Cartographics, sell it.
$197,000 for this system?
Man, what did we pick up here? System map. And we just got the star. Expensive star. And I think we stayed in the same places. Yeah, we stayed in the same places. Alright, go into carrier management. Navigation. $483, $491. Just over 500.16. $499.24. Okay, let's bookmark that one. And so edit that. And that will be carrier jump 7. I seem to be missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no. Okay. Yep, this will be 7. SMOJAI. It would help if I were in. Oh. Escape. JAI. VG. Dash U. C16. Dash 9. Excuse me. Alright. And schedule the jump. $740, so 260. Alright. Oh. There we go.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Superman, I think it'd be like, or Supermax, I believe it'd be like when you go out exploring and you come into a system and only the main star has been explored or named. They don't take the time to honk the system or go into their what is it, FFS,
Right.
and scan all the planets. So only thing we're getting is the main star that we come out at. I don't believe it's given us anything else for the planets that's in between us and the star and the sun star.
Cargo hold.
No, something would have to be real close to us for us to get it, if at all. It's basically the same as if you just jumped into a system, didn't even honk the horn, and kept going, which is effectively what we're doing. We jump into the system, we don't even honk the horn, we keep going, and we get the star. It's just what you'd get. All right, we're full of the tank is full.
But to pay $197,000, it's got my curiosity piqued.
System map.
And it's 3,000 light years away from where we started, so it's not that far out here.
Not that far out here, nope. System map.
A bunch of intergalactic neighbors complained about the carrier's horns.
What? Oh. What, did you go to Galnet or something like that? Where'd you see that?
Can you imagine if you could hear them things, have 40 or 50 of them going off at the same time?
Oh God, that would be crazy. I could just see that as a Galnet news item, though. That would be funny. I'd love to fly into a space station in this view. That would be fun. Interesting, on this star, I've got a rust tinge to it.
Attention. This carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure. Carrier jump successful.
Or have it where you can sit up here on the deck and man a gun and shoot at the pirates. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh wow, we had a couple more people join the stream. Doing pretty good. A lot of people watching tonight. Glad to have everyone along. Let's see, how long is it to jump? Nine minutes to the next jump. And since today's Friday, I can go some extra.
Woohoo!
Attention. Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
No, when you play the real game, it won't be there. But I've been writing down the systems that way in case like an interesting system we happen to pop into, like the one before, or the one we're in now.
Well, I'm planning on
venture out here and look at it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm also planning on taking the same route out, barring any unfortunate systems. So when we actually do this for real, I'll probably be following the exact same route. That way I don't have to search. you know, for what system I want to go to, I can just, you know, prepare by setting the jumps all in ahead of time, and then go jump, 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 jump.
You said you're going to park this at Explorer Harbor?
No, our stopover is Explorers Anchorage. I'm hoping we can,
Okay.
I'm hoping we can buy enough fuel there to go the rest of the way.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I guess I put
It's a-
two different stories together there.
Yeah, it's approximately the halfway point.
Okay.
And the reason I know about Explorers Anchorage is we created Explorers Anchorage during Distant Worlds 2.
Well, I kind of see where Elite Dangerous just made a new theory of the game. You know, you have the fuel rats that fuel the small ships and stuff, or the cutters and stuff. You watch, they're going to come up with some Type 10s or whatever that has a little bit of a jump, and they're going to have a string of them that comes out and fuels up these carriers to get them to a place where they can mine.
Yeah, they might. Or they might not. They might just figure, you know, bring your. Actually, it'd be more along the lines of the rock rats.
Yeah, the miners.
Yeah. And you know, the rock rats. You know, it's just say, okay, fine, set up your. Set up your carrier with this price, and we'll be glad to drop it. We'll be glad to fill you up.
I see where they've been doing that, or at least I heard somebody say they were doing that. You advertise, the carriers say, I need fuel, I'll pay this much over, and put it on a board somewhere, and they get filled up.
That's probably the rock rats, yeah. Which were actually born in preparation for Distant Worlds 2. That was their first expedition. So we had the rock rats, the fuel rats. I was on the media team as a streamer. It was a fun expedition, although I still don't have my decal. Wah.
I've got so many rank decals and stuff, but I just don't want to mess up my paint job with a bunch of stencil work.
I want to get my Distant Worlds 2 one. That took a lot of effort to do. That was something close to 2 months to get out there, and it took me about 8 months to get back. Yeah, going out there, we were kind of on a schedule. Keep it up with the fleet, keep it up with the fleet, keep it up with the fleet. Way back, I just said, well, I'm going to mosey. So I moseyed my way back until I got to...
The majority of the fleet's jump range.
It was all over the place.
All services have been suspended.
We had some people. I'd have to go look at the roster, but I think we had a few people in the upper 20s. I mean, heck, we had cutters. Some people had made some jump cutters with armament.
Well, mine as it is gets like 25, 28.
28's enough.
If I drop off some of the lasers and stuff, I could probably get close to 30. Put my Guardian friendship drive thingy bobber back on it. I could get close.
Yep.
It just makes me scratch my head because people said, you know, you were telling me about the Sidewinder that went out here, but he did run into a little bit of trouble somewhere. But if a Sidewinder or can make it out here, surely I can make it back with my cutter. I just use the economy route. It may take me 2 years to get back, but
Yeah, well, the guy with the Sidewinder basically took everything off it he didn't need. Then basically A-rated all the jumping, everything for jumping, except everything he needed. So basically,
Hyperspace travel is imminent. Please maintain a safe distance from
what
the
did he
target.
have? I mean, he had an A-rated jump drive, but I think he D-rated everything else, and had, you know, no either no or limited cargo, nothing extra. And like the day the game went live, he took that beginning ship and just left.
Attention, all carrier crew. Right ship drive engaged.
See ya. Bye-bye. He was still out there in Distant Worlds 1. Hadn't yet returned.
Attention.
wow.
On to jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So some of the guys on the Distant Worlds 1 group basically managed to get, you know, he didn't, I mean, it was before, he left before the creation of SRVs, so he didn't have one. So they mined stuff and then used their SRVs to bump the fragments up high enough for him to scoop them. And got him jump fuel that way. Ugh, crazy stuff. I was too far behind the main group to participate in that, but...
Yeah, and if they picked it up in their ship, they couldn't dump it out. They couldn't dump it out for them. So yeah.
Yep, and even if they pick it up on the SRV, they can't dump it out for them. So they had to basically mine it, get under it, knock it up in the air, and then he could scoop it before it landed.
Lord.
It was quite the endeavor. I wish I'd been there, you know, to record it. I would have loved to have recorded that happening. That would have been great. Okay. System map. What do we got here? Class K, huh? Alrighty. So let's schedule the next jump.
It only paid like $12K, so it's a pretty simple system.
Yep. Okay. Minus 15. All right, so we're approximately on the same plane in the right lane, so all we have to do is get distance. All right, so we'll just follow this line up.
24 wants to know how come maintenance is how come upkeep it keeps going up.
Per jump maintenance. I'll go to the maintenance screen and I'll show. 476. 481. Oops, that's 512. That's a little far. How about this one? 498 even. How about that one? 496. 498.7. This one, Red Dwarf. Okay. $501 is too far. 492. 488. Now we're going to go to this one, I think. Where is it? Smojai. Carrier jump 8. Save. Schedule the jump. SMOJAI NLW B56-0. All right. Budget. Okay, 7 jumps. Oh, they fixed it. 100,000 per jump. That's cool. So basically, every time we jump, hull maintenance goes up by 100K. So it's going to be, by the time we get out there, it's going to be like 65 or 6.5 million in. Actually, no, twice that. That's going to be about 13 million in maintenance overall for the trip.
Talk about a cash cow or a money pit.
Yeah, it's like a boat. You know, it's a hole in the water surrounded by wood into which you throw money.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
That's the reason why I got a canoe and a paddle for me and a paddle for you.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Well, not really that way. I mean, it's
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
you know, each date is 100K. Thank you. All right, we're back, topped off the tank. Let's see what this looks like. Whee! Camera out. The star is off in that direction. All right, looks like we're maintaining the same 3 positions. Oh, I know why I was different, because I relogged. Right, that makes sense.
Well, I also made the oops of launching, so that may have changed me around a little
Well, it
bit.
definitely changed you. You moved back a couple of spaces. But I changed where I was, I think, when I relogged. All right, I want to check to see if it's stopped raining. Yeah, I think it has. I'm going to open the window a little more and get some more of that hot air out of here.
Oh, and just, if you're curious, every 500 light years you add 1 million to get a ship transferred.
There we go. What'd you say, Lynn?
I said, just for record, every 500 light years you add 1 million to get your ship to you.
What? It said it was jumping in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah, it's set. Set to Smojai NL-W B56-3 or...
This carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please
No.
conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure. Carrier jump successful. Telemetry checks in progress.
B56. Why did I put a -0 in there? Not even a dash. Oh, I see. I copied in that one. Smojai NL-W B56-3. Okay. Airlock malfunction on deck 8. This thing has so many broken things on it. How can they charge me 5 billion credits and it's broken?
Just think how everybody'd be disappointed if this wasn't in a beta and it was the real cash. I mean, not real cash, but the game credits.
I just think it's amusing that, you know, it's like every 5 minutes they're complaining about something breaking somewhere in the ship. You know, if a ship was that unreliable, would never make it out of the solar system.
Right. And you wouldn't be spending that much money for it.
Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
I would so love to be able to get up and walk around my Anaconda.
Yeah, I don't know. They said something about maybe in the paid update, but I don't. If it's just where you walk around and you do nothing, I don't know if that's going to be a benefit or just unless you can see something different that you can't from the cockpit or something.
Well, if you could fully walk around the ship, I mean, you don't have to interact with it much. That can come in a later update. But to show progress towards being able to get up and walk around, that'd be great. I mean, they did in the last one. They gave us the avatars. So obviously, we're going to get to the point at some point where that happens.
I wish they'd fix the SRVs where you could engineer them up where they could stand a little bit of fighting.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. Also, at some point in the near future, I'm actually going to have a picture-in-picture and have a webcam pointed back at me. Add that into the stream.
Of your avatar or of you real?
Of me real.
Oh, okay.
And then you can see how close the avatar really is to me. He's just got, his mustache just turns in the wrong direction.
Oh.
Although I had to change his hairdo recently because I've got a ponytail now. Growing my hair out to donate it.
Real, or is it just because of the COVID?
It's because of what one of those groups did for my mother, between her second and third fights with cancer. Or was it first and second? I forget. But it was between her fights with cancer. She had permanently lost her hair. They changed her over from the fake wig because she was on long-term survival to having the real human hair wig.
Okay, yeah. I've donated twice to that. The first time I had 26 inches I donated to him, and the last time it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 23, 24 inches. So,
it's taken me a year to get about 8 inches, so I'm going to be a couple more years before I can donate.
well, my hair grows so fast that,
Mm-hmm. Chalk it up to good genes.
I don't know if it's that or just the Cherokee bloodline, but I can grow to 24 inches in a year.
Wow.
I forget the name of that charity. It was like something.
There's several of them.
It was like the first one that came out back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember it. No, I can't remember it. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, they were. They promised that it would go to the people that had cancer, and especially the kids. And so I told them, okay, if they promised, cross their heart, hope to die, then I'd let them cut off about 24 to 26 inches, whatever they could get.
Right.
People.
So this is basically my way of giving back.
Well, the guys do get it too, so, you could maybe helping some guy get hair.
Yep.
That had a cancer. Or a kid, or a boy.
Yep. I love all the noises of this thing locking down. That's great. Yeah, normally I just have a swept back look, but I've been letting it grow so that I can make that donation. So I changed my avatars in each of the games that have them to have a tail.
Maintenance task information is acknowledged. All decks are prepared for hyperspace.
In some ways, I can't wait to finish growing it out because it's getting to be a pain to take care of.
Yeah, it does seem to take a little bit more water and soap to get it clean.
With someone I knew in college had a good 3.5, 4 feet of ponytail. Another person I knew in college didn't have it as a tail, but he had close to 6 feet of hair.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like 6'2", 6'3", and the thing was practically sweeping the ground behind him.
Tell you, believe it or not, you know, people say stuff, you know, about that, but when I let my hair get down to my hind end, I'll end up getting headaches and neck aches from having to hold it up.
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
Especially when it's wet.
Yeah, I can imagine. Alrighty. See what we got here.
Nothing to sell here? Come on.
Huh. We're too far from the star? That's interesting.
That's it. Yeah.
System map. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see why. With 2 huge asteroid belts between us and the star. And probably a planet or 3 in there. Yeah, I can see that. Alrighty. How about that one? Nope, still go. About this star. A little more. 514, 15, 501. Okay. 499.01. Ooh, I don't want to jump to that. That's a brown dwarf. I don't like that star. That's a brown dwarf. I don't like that star. How about this one? Oh, they're all brown dwarfs. Okay, we've hit a brown dwarf field. Everything around here is a brown dwarf. All right. How about that one? Okay, fine. So that would be jump 9. All right. THAILEIA space THAILEIA LS-W A 42-7. All right. Jumping in 15 minutes. So basically, if I refuel the tritium supply from inventory every jump, it really doesn't. Not that bad. Not bad at all with even just the 64 tons. It's enough. Okay, A4.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Oh, have a good night, A4.
Cargo hold
Talk to you
at
later.
maximum capacity.
You too.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to wait till you had to do like 3,000 or 4,000 tons of it at a time.
Yeah, that would be really annoying, but a little bit of time, each jump, it's not bad. I'd like to only have to, transfer once, but that's just a logistics thing where I just have to have enough cargo space to do it. And I think when I do it for, in the real game, I'm going to make sure I have enough cargo
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
so that I don't have to, futz around every jump and do this.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Well, at least we're learning about, some of the interworking things like the cartographics. If you're way out there at the end, you're not going to get credit for the star.
Right.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
It all depends where you drop into the system. And apparently there wasn't any safe spot close enough to give us credit for the star. Now, what'll be interesting, since A4 is logged out, is whether or not he actually gets credit for going to each of these systems we go to. I don't think he will. But unfortunately, since tritium is a new material, I can't see if Explorers Anchorage actually has it on the market because tritium doesn't exist in the game where they have market data. So.
True. Well, that the system that you left us at last night,
Yeah.
I jumped. There wasn't nothing in that system but the sun star, so I jumped out a couple of light years out and was kind of exploring my way back,
Mm-hmm.
and I seen some the pristine icy rings with helium base, and that's what that one was where we were mining the tritium.
Yep.
But there wasn't nothing. There was just monoxide or something like that.
Right.
Nothing,
Well,
and I was like, wow.
any icy ring can have it.
Well, I was checking, it was I went back and looked in the bookmarks to see what kind of a planet, icy rings, metallic or rock or whatever, and and it was icy rings, pristine, helium, something or other. So that's what I was looking for. But if it said icy rings, I was checking them out, but I never did find nothing in that.
Right.
Area.
Well, who knows?
So that may be another problem.
Well, when we get to the point where I've only got one jump's worth of, when I get down to around 500 tons of tritium and nothing left in the in storage, at that point, instead of jumping, I'll leave the carrier where it is, take this beast, and run around nearby systems until I find a tritium hotspot. Preferably a double.
Yeah, or it could be that maybe, like when we stop jumping it tonight, I'll just jump out there and explore a couple to see if we can find some along the way before we get way so low.
Yeah, if you do find some, write it down, because it may be in the same place on the way out.
Right.
Oh, I didn't go. I meant to go look around. Why does it keep putting the star below us? That's annoying. Oh, but it is. Where is? Oh, it's way over there. Hi, star. What you doing way over there? Oh my goodness, we are a long ways from that star. And there's definitely a bunch of planets. I can see 5 or 6 planets. Or what looks to be 5 or 6. The one thing, if we do, jump out ahead of you, if you happen to be, fall off the carrier or something, I could just wait in that system. And you should be able to, get somewhere, between 1,000 and 1,500 light years per hour. If you... Oh, really? Less than that, huh?
You already have the contingency plan for Lynn.
Absolutely. Well, Lynn, either one of you. Actually, it'll probably be closer to 500 an hour, so, just call it a night if we drop you behind.
Yeah, call it a night and just start back to the bubble.
Well, no, not all that far.
uh, 30 jump. Let's see. Let's just say 25 in case I have to go around brown doors like we just run through right here. Yeah, it may be a day or two before I ever would ever, even then, if I ever catch up with you.
Well, no, if I just don't, if I jump away, right? I'll just stop. I'll only be 500 light years away. You should be able to do that.
That should take me. Yeah, what is it? A jump every 3 or 4 minutes. So.
Well, it's going to be, seeing you have a, just under a 30 light year jump, so that's going to be probably 18 jumps at a minute apiece. That's 20 minutes.
Yeah, almost your cooldown period.
Almost the cooldown period, yes. So, it's a just under 30 light year ship can just about keep up with a carrier.
A Diamondback, I mean, it gets like 55, so yeah, it can almost keep up with you.
Oh no, it can easily because then you're only doing 10 to 12 jumps. So you're going systems that takes me 20 minutes and you're doing it in 12 to 15. So you're actually going faster. The only advantage I have is a greater straight line. Whereas you have to zig and zag a little bit, which adds a couple of jumps.
Yeah, I guess for grins and stuff, I ought to see what it. I can plot from inside the ship, can I?
Yeah.
I guess I ought to see what it would take me to jump to where you're going using the cutter.
Here, let me So I've got it on the bottom of the screen now. Here we go.
That would be 95 jumps for this cutter.
Wow. Okay, I'd basically, for 500 light years, how is it 95 jumps?
Brown doors out there.
That doesn't even compute.
Well, hang on a minute. Well, I can't do it now. It's got me in lockdown.
And I'd have to plot the next.
Yeah, what it was is I had it on economy.
Oh, okay.
When I went out, so that's economy 95. That makes sure that I had stars that I could scoop.
Right.
I'll have to check the next one out and take it off of economy.
Yeah, see how long it would take you when you're actually trying to make distance.
In case I slip off.
Well, it'd be good to know if I need to jump back and pick you up or if I can just wait.
Yeah, I would never make you jump back. No.
Attention all ships. Hyperspace travel is imminent. Please maintain a safe distance from the carrier.
Sure, I'll maintain a safe distance inside the carrier.
Because, see, worst comes to worst, hopefully it would be like the last jump of the night, and then I could spend all night and the next day getting back up to the carrier.
I think you'll find it's a lot quicker than that.
Oh, yeah, hopefully.
Attention. Counting down to jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Go topside, take a peek.
Well, we got 13,636 credits for this one.
Aha. Okay, here's what I want to figure out. Okay, we go to carrier management, we go to budget. Excuse me. I've got my pencil LED broke. LED. Not LED, LED. So I have 2052.
Dropping engines to 0.
1, 3, 4, 3, 3, 7. And then if I go to Universal Cartographics, sell, back to carrier management, back to budget, I have 2052. 37368. Okay, that is nice. So I am making money at this. That's good to know.
Yeah, and now it'd be $4 million to bring or 4 million credits to bring my diamond back, and 12 hours and 41 minutes for it to get here if you didn't jump. Oh, we also got credit for one landable planet. And it doesn't have A4 on it, just me and you.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
System map. Definitely a brown dwarf. Oh, hey, we got the planet. Cool. I believe you said that. 23 light seconds.
Right, and if I would slide off right now and miss the jump to the next jump system, it would be 22 jumps.
22 jumps in about a minute or so, so that's about a half an hour.
Yeah, so you would half an hour, so you would have to just actually wait for what, 15 minutes, 20
Yep.
minutes?
15 minutes beyond what I would have to do normally. Yeah, so that's not bad. Cool.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna make sure I don't slip off. That landable planet's got 3.6% selenium.
Nice. That's a relatively high selenium count.
Yeah, gravity is 0.04.
Small planet.
Attention, this carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure. Carrier jump successful. Telemetry checks in progress.
I don't want to know what a biowaste spill is.
Yeah, it kind of makes you raise your eyes up when they say life support system is malfunctioning.
Yeah, no kidding. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
$21,000 light years.
To where we're going?
To the midway point, yeah. Planned refuel stop. Provided, of course, our fuel lasts that long.
Attention. Carrier has entered.
It may take us a while to get out of here.
Yep.
Totally, we've only jumped 5,000. When we hit this next system, it's 5,000 total.
Yeah. If we manage 5,000 a night, that's still 4 more nights to get there.
Yeah.
And then another 5 nights to get to the destination. provided, of course, we can get the fuel.
Right, right. How long it takes us to do that? We may not make it by May 25th or 6th, whenever they quit.
Well, that is entirely possible, but, I mean, we'll have learned a lot on the way out from that point.
Yeah, I don't think you can set up to where you have two commodities of the same thing, can you?
It doesn't matter. You've got max storage.
Oh, okay, yep, okay.
Maintenance task information is acknowledged. All decks are prepared for hyperspace. Attention all ships. Hyperspace travel is imminent. Please maintain a safe distance from the carrier.
So basically, we're a little over 40 jumps away. I think we've got enough fuel to get, plenty of fuel to get to the midpoint. We'll see where we're at that point for fuel. And hopefully they sell it there, because that just makes things easier.
Attention. Counting down to jump.
True.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, if you have to stop and mine it, yeah, we'll never make it.
It'll be a long time. Yep. If we're going to have to stop to mine it along this route, what I might do is plan to head direct to Colonia. You know, it's a longer overall route, but I know around Colonia there are places that I can buy it. And so we purchase in the bubble, we purchase in Colonia, and that should get us most, if not all the way out there. Might have to mine a few thousand tons.
And then what's your plan to fill it up once you park it?
No, once I park it, I'm never moving it again.
Oh, okay.
So if I got enough to get there, great. If people want to donate into it at that point, fine. Yeah, I'll probably put a purchase price out there as well. So if people want to fill it up, they can fill it up.
Well, it looks like 12,066 cardiographic.
Ooh, we got pointed at it this time. Cool. Nice. Buffer. $485. $489. Over 500. 498. Okay. 491. 495. Too much. $501. $500.93. I want to be right around in this area somewhere. Well, so be it. We'll go to this one. All right. PYRAMIO-FC-U-A-16. Is that a B or an 8? That's an 8. All right. Save that.
Yeah, I wish they'd make their 8s and their Bs a little bit different.
Yeah, font issues are annoying.
Zeros and O's look so much alike. It's ridiculous.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Alrighty. So I got 17,000. Which is... Yeah, we've got enough to get there. We got enough to get to the halfway point, but not all the way. Okay. All right, Lynn, I'm fading fast here. So I think I am going to leave you at this point, and you can get the last jump to yourself. Oops, did you skip away from the computer?
What'd you need?
Huh? Oh, I was going to say I'm going to leave you to do, to observe the last jump yourself. I'm going to call it a night here. I'm starting to fade pretty badly. I'd hate to have keyboard face in the morning.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, and then I'll search wherever we land. I'll search that system and maybe jump out one a system or two and see if I can find any tritium.
Okay. Have fun.
Have a good night and enjoy your sleep.
You too. All right, so I got a couple little things I got to do here. We got to do this. All right, so that's all I'm going to be able to do tonight. Like I said, I'm fading pretty fast. We'll pick this up again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. as usual. That's all for now. This is Trace Majestus, signing out.